Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another awesome episode. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what it means to really buy the dip. And hopefully by the end of this video, not only will you understand the concept, you'll also have a great understanding of why you might want to avoid buying the dip. And I'll also give you guys a better strategy than just buying the dip.
This ain't a video, this a movie.
And before we get into it, make sure you smash that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe, because subscribing really helps out my YouTube channel. But only subscribe if you like content like this, if you like making money, if you like investing. Only subscribe if you gain value from this video, and that way there are no hard feelings or any awkward silences. So without any further ado, let's dive into buying the dip. Let's go. Okay, so what does buying the dip actually mean? Well, if you're new to the stock game, let me explain. So buying the dip usually refers to buying a certain asset after it has dropped a significant amount in percentage from its all-time highs.
Now, Lamborghini.
And there's not an exact formula for this. Some people call it dollar cost averaging down, others just call it buying the dip, and there's not an exact science to it or a percentage that an asset needs to drop in order for it to be considered a dip. But for the purpose of this video, since corrections are considered to be around 10%, we'll say anything from 5 to around 20% is a considerable dip that many people end up putting their money in during those times. And for the most part, it's two types of people: either people that are buying that asset because it dipped for the first time, or they're just adding to their position or averaging down in the hopes that the asset will go up in value in either the short or the long term.
It sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yes, thank you. You will get rich quick. We all will.
And in my opinion, buying the dip can actually be very, very risky, especially if you don't set stop loss orders and you're trying to trade a particular asset. Unless, of course, you're going long on a company that you have high conviction about. It has a great team, you've done your due diligence, you've done the research, and the industry is on an up and up. And for one reason or other, that particular stock or asset just drops 20% for just some unknown reason, or it might be the news that pushes it down. No matter what it is, if you've done the research and you believe in it and it's not just what people are telling you online, then maybe buying the dip or averaging down is a good idea. Again, this is very situational and shouldn't be considered investment advice by any means. But a lot of people on the internet lately have been doing this with some highly volatile stocks, especially ones you've probably heard of like GME or GameStop or AMC and a few others. But I think that because of the volatility, these corrections that happen, anywhere between 10 or 20% in volatile companies, these could be very, very drastic. And we saw that with GameStop back in early of 2021, where the price had shot up thousands of percent and then dropped over 80% in value almost overnight. And that was probably super devastating for anyone that bought near the top. And what I was seeing online was a bunch of people saying, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And when it comes down to it, buying those dips was probably not a good idea. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, and realistically, the only time that buying the dip was really worth it was right after GameStop had dropped 80%. But if an asset that has climbed thousands of percent took a 20% dip in a matter of a few hours, that might seem like a good buying opportunity until you check back with your portfolio a day later and it's down another 40, 50, 60%. It kind of makes it hard to buy the dip then, especially if you're already out of cash, don't you think? Now, that doesn't mean that this trading strategy isn't a good one. In fact, a lot of people use this average down, and then this particular asset does go up to new highs. They're able to lock in those profits a lot sooner, or even make more money when it gets to those new highs. So I'm not saying that it's necessarily bad, just make sure to be careful online when people are saying buy the dip. And I feel like buying the dip on the internet has become more of a way to create FOMO, or if you haven't heard of that phrase before, fear of missing out on a particular investment. And it's very easy to spread that, especially when an asset has gone up and up and up. Maybe these people bought on the highs, and then when it dips, they say, buy the dip, it's time to buy the dip. That's what everyone's talking about, until you're caught holding their bag for them, and then that particular asset drops overnight. I would hate for that to happen to anyone, no matter the situation that they're in. Even if they're a millionaire, it always sucks to lose money. That's why you should subscribe to the channel. But we're not done yet, because I want to share with you guys a quick strategy that will beat out the BS that comes with buying the dip. So what is this strategy? Well, a lot of people might consider it kind of a boring strategy, because it is. It's nothing like going to the casino floor and pulling the big handle and watching those chips fly out. It lies around actually doing the research around the companies, looking at the fundamentals of the stock, paying attention to the revenues quarter after quarter, year after year, looking at PE ratios and dollar cost averaging in, no matter what the price is, on companies that actually have the good fundamentals. And a really important thing to note is knowing what industry they're in and where that industry might go in the next 5-10 years, whatever your investment window might be. That is the best way to approach investing, in my opinion. And so far, it's worked wonders for me. And that's what most millionaires and billionaires will tell you when you first start investing in the stock market, or really into any asset. Sure, it is a lot of fun to put $1,000 and put it all on black, and when it doesn't work out, you double down and put another 1,000 on black again, because how can it not land on black twice? But that's exactly what it feels like when you buy the dip in highly speculative stocks that have already gone up thousands of percent over the course of a few months. And I would absolutely hate for anybody to get stuck holding the bag for some hedge fund, all because of a comment online. So hopefully you learned a lot in this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. And remember that deal, if you did learn something in this video, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Also, in the next couple of months, I will be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Leave me something down in the comment section below if there's anything that you want me to make a video on, or a stock that you'd like me to analyze, because we do a lot of stock analysis on the channel. And that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Feel free to check out the links down in the description below, where you can get a free stock from Robinhood, $20 free from Stash, 2 or more stocks free from WeBull, or $10 free from M1 Finance.